ICT, it's a beautiful concept, and time is so fractal that in almost every single time frame you can find an opportunity. But you need a strategy to go along with it. So, for example, we have this little diagram over here, and then we'll jump into a live example. So, first thing, we want to look always for a sell side liquidity. On the higher time frame, say like the 1 hour, what you want to look for is, let's just draw a little example over here. Say we have this big move right here, and say it's just continuing on. On the higher time frame, we want to see like this may be a fair value gap on the higher time frame. And along with the fair value gap on the higher time frame, you also have a sell side liquidity. So once we pair that with this 1 hour, then we drop down to a 1 minute time frame. On the 1 minute, we would look for almost the same thing, a sell side liquidity inside of the 1 hour fair value gap with the sell side liquidity. And another thing we compare for our entry on the 1 minute is a manipulation leg, which with a change of a state. And you may ask, what is a change of a state or market structure shift? It's pretty much the same thing. It's when you have a series of downward candles, for example, all red candles all the way down to make a new break of a new lower low. Then that top wick would be the market structure shift, or the top body close would be the change of state. But market structure shifts are more reliable in my opinion. But you are free to do whatever you would like. Then you also have a SMT, could be on the 1 hour or the 1 minute, which is beautiful to pair. It's not needed, but it would be very nice to have. So this is a little demonstration. Let's jump into a live example. So first thing we want to do on that 1 hour time frame, because we always want to do our top down analysis from the high to the low. So sell side liquidity, very important because there's a bunch of orders resting in this area. Not only that, we have a fair value gap. Fair value gap, inefficiency in the market that has to get filled. A lot of orders as well waiting in that area. So sell side liquidity and the fair value gap, that's a very big zone. Paired with an SMT with NAS and ES, now it's 3 times bigger. Now we drop down to the 1 minute. Now let's see if we can have an entry. Well, first thing we see is a manipulation leg. Why? Because we have a market structure shift. You may ask again, what is a market structure shift? Well, it's a series that swept the previous low to make a new lower low on the push of downward candles. So as you can see, this is my colors, but this is a red candle, red candle, red candle, making a new low. So this would be the previous high that got taken to make a new low, making a market structure shift. So mark that out. Second, we have a full body close. We would take that entry, stop loss below the low, take profit, will go right to the top. Obviously, this is not the best risk to reward ratio because I mean we are in the PM session, but that's just for the example. If you're catching this during the AM session, you can honestly expect major moves. You can trust me on that one. It's honestly a beautiful strategy, and as we can see, we even got right to that -1. But as I said, top down analysis, most important part, and we can definitely see this skyrocket all the way higher. But that's gonna be it for the video. It's a little quick nitpick of my strategy, and it's honestly very beautiful. Also, guys, if you are interested, I do have a link down below for my Discord. I recently just opened it up and trying to get a little community going on over there. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think and maybe what you want to see me make next in a video. Ciao.